Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Ice Princess. This is a 2005 film. It's an hour and 39 minutes long, and yeah, this stars Michelle Trachtenberg. I know her best as Buffy's little sister from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You might know her from a bunch of different things. She was in Inspector Gadget. We watched that not too long ago. But yeah, she's the star of this. She's a bit of a genius when it comes to physics and science and things like that. And she's been raised by her college professor mom, played by Joan Cusack. This is a pretty heavily stacked group of actors here in this film. I can't remember. I guess this was a film box office release thing. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was a Disney Channel movie or anything else, but it's definitely targeted to not me. It's targeted to teenage girls and younger, and anybody who also just loves ice skating. This is a girl who, like I said, is pretty much a genius. She loves to skate. She skates in a little pond near her home, but she's never done it professionally. She's never really had the opportunity to do so because she's always been go go go. Let's try to get to Harvard and be a super just genius and change the world that way. And that's been her dream as far as she knows. It's really more of her mom's dream as well. But it's not like mom is cruel or mean about it. It's something that it's all they've ever really known. So when she decides that she has to do a special project in school that applies physics and things like that, and she gets the genius idea that, well, there's obviously physics used when ice skating, how determining how fast you spin or how you move, you're jumping, all that stuff. So why not give it a shot? And so she was just going to observe a few people, a few ice skaters, and see how it goes. She didn't really expect to get involved herself. In fact, it almost didn't happen because one of the skaters, played by Hayden Panettiere, which you might know from Heroes, and she was also the little curly-haired girl in Remember the Titans. Here she's a high school kid who's a champion ice skater. Her mom was an ice skater in the Olympics way back when, played by Kim Cattrall. You might know her from Sex and the City. So yeah, what's her name? Michelle Trachtenberg. Her name's Casey, by the way. Casey goes and decides to start videotaping some of the skaters, and that gets her immediately in trouble with Kim Cattrall, who is like, "I'm gonna have the police come here and take you away. Don't you try to sneak video of my skaters, especially my daughter." In fact, all the parents are a little upset at little Michelle Trachtenberg just videotaping their skaters. Now, if she was a 45-year-old man, yes, no, run that man from the building. But she's like 16 at best, and she's this is like 2 years, by the way, 2 years after Buffy. So yeah. Anyway, after Buffy ended, but yeah, so she's just a kid, and they're just like, "You better get out of here. The Russians are gonna steal our secrets through skaters or something." And they're like, even the Zamboni guy gets involved in like checking out her notebook, and it's really full of physics equations and things like that. And they're like, "Oh yeah, this is totally spy trade." Anyway, she gets in trouble. She explains herself, but she's like, "Oh, well, can I maybe?" At some point, it gets to the point where she's like, "Well, maybe if I'm gonna do this, maybe I should apply myself and get involved." Kim Cattrall is not too keen on that. She doesn't like any distractions from her daughter, who is her star pupil, and nobody's gonna take her focus off of her. Meanwhile, Hayden Panettiere, who is her daughter, is like, "Can I just do something that doesn't involve skating for just once? And can I eat like a normal person? Can I go out with my friends like a normal person?" She's all sort of beaten down. So we got a number of different storylines, character arcs that are colliding here. But Casey, Michelle Trachtenberg, inserts herself into this world, working a job, trying to earn the money so she can even afford to be in the training class, just so she can deal with this firsthand. Again, this is just for a special project to show that she's serious about college. This is to help her get into college so they can say that it's not just about physics and about proving a theorem or whatever. It's also about passion the for the physics and for what you do. And this is the perfect thing for her. So I'm not going to tell you the whole movie, but she runs into a number of different challenges along the way. Of course, Hayden Panettiere is this perfect blonde little goddess who, you normally see in every other teenage rival movie. She is, the prettiest, most popular girl in school. But is she really? And you see that she's struggling with her mom. Her mom has her own dark past when it comes to the Olympics. She has a reputation for being a hard-nosed woman, but also she has a big secret that gets hinted at throughout the film. Meanwhile, Joan Cusack, plays Casey's mom. She doesn't really know that Casey's sneaking some ice skating on the side, which doesn't sound all that controversial, but when your entire life goal is to go to Harvard and your grades are getting worse because you're getting better as an ice skater, then conflict will eventually ensue. So, yeah. Will Casey get to become a better skater? Will she even compete? And she's honestly, when she gets gets to be trained, she enters in with a bunch of kids who are half her size and half her age, but some of them are much better skaters than her. I mean, they're like 6 and 7-year-old kids, and she has to be in a recital with these other kids. So yeah, it's got the tension that you'd expect from a movie like this. It's a sports movie, absolutely, and but it's also pretty much about the trials of a teenage girl and dealing with friends and boys and the pressure of career versus in school versus doing something she's passionate about and that she loves and finding that balance and just when you think she's got it all worked out, she's building friendships, and she's got a mentor she trusts, things get in the way. So that's pretty much sums up what the film was about. Of course, it's a happy ending, but does she win the championship or whatever competition she has? Who knows? You'll have to watch it to find out. I know, but there's lots of little funny bits here. I don't know. One of the things that made me curious is that I wasn't sure if they got ice skaters who were actors or actors who knew how to ice skate. I have a feeling there might be a mix of both. And yeah, some of the more complicated routines have done with a stunt double for everybody from Kim Cattrall through Michelle Trachtenberg and Hayden Panettiere. Hayden and Michelle do a number of their own skating stunts, but the more complex ones, I imagine they certainly did not do, because the last thing you needed was to have one of your stars break a leg, and when you're doing this kind of stuff. But yeah, they were, you actually could see them on the ice. There was one point that it looked like there was a really weird digital face replacement kind of thing, but for the most part, it looked fairly real, and it kept you in. It didn't take you out of the story at all. So yeah, if you like to watch some good ice skating and not good, great ice skating, and a nice little teen drama along with it, there you go. Michelle is great at being this frazzled, wide-eyed, innocent teenager who's, she's dealt with demons and monsters and vampires for a number of years. So, yeah, this ice skating thing should be nothing. For you Star Wars fans, I needed to throw in a little something here. There is one guy who plays a very small role in this. He plays one of the skaters' dads, and literally his name in the movie is Tiffany's dad. But he is Paul Sun-Hyung Lee, and he is the one he's one of the X-wing pilots that's shown up in the Mandalorian the last few episodes, and he's a super huge Star Wars nerd, and it's kind of great to see him having a long history with Disney. He also has a Canadian show. I can't think of the name right off the hand right now, but that he's risen to major fame on. But he's a cosplayer. He does a great Star Wars cosplay. I have a feeling I've taken his picture somewhere at a convention, and not knowing that he was like a major Canadian star. But yeah, he's now going to probably be signing autographs at the next Star Wars celebration. So yeah. Anyway, this is that's me just going off on a tangent on things that I noticed when I was watching the movie, because I'm a Star Wars nerd. So that's Ice Princess. Again, it's not the kind of movie I'm probably going to ever watch again. It's not really made for me, but it's not a bad movie. It's I think you can have fun with it if that's your thing. All right, tablet's dusty. All right, let's pick tomorrow's episode.
398.
398. Almost dropped a full 100. By the way, I think today is... Where's tomorrow, the 399th episode? I don't know. I've lost track. 398. Oh, no, we went up from 254. Never mind. 398. Okay, it's a series. We'll probably watch it. I don't know what this is right now. Probably watch 1 or 2 episodes. But, yeah. Here we go. I honestly can't tell you what it is from looking at the title. But you might know what I'm talking about. It's Out of the Box. Out of the Box. That's what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.